The hills of Wolf Hill Forest Preserve are quiet now, but a few hundred years ago, you can imagine this was all farmland, woods, and probably people were walking to and from cities like Esmond and Greenville. So yeah, wait till you see what I got in store for you guys. Right now I'm up at the Mercer Lookout. So this is at Wolf Hill Forest Preserve, and this area was named after Hugh Mercer. I was looking up online. He was a general during the Revolutionary War. He was apparently friends with George Washington, and he fought for our freedom. The freedom to move around and hike in areas like this. So right now, what my plan is to go to the top of Wolf Hill at the Mercer Lookout. And it is after sunset. Oh, check this out real quick. You got a little poem here. As my needles pick out sharp tracery against the moonlight cold, from the edge of a hole in my sturdy bowl, the night's owl's cry is rolled. Chipmunks scamper along my limbs, the squirrels chatter and scold. Orville Leonard. So yeah, that's one of those poems that are everywhere around Smithfield, Rhode Island. You can see them on each individual hike. But today, what I'm gonna do is go to the top of Wolf Hill over at Mercer Lookout. Look at all that brush in there. This is like a very ADHD hike. I keep getting sidetracked. We're at the evening. It's just after sunset, and what I want to do is go to this area known as the Mercer Overlook. And again, they say it was named after General Hugh Mercer. I don't think he had any actual connection, and I couldn't really find any official reason online why it was called the Mercer Lookout, but that's the connection that I was able to uncover with my research. Basically, you can park up here in this little parking lot. You start at Mountaindale Road. Oh, there's a bunny. And they do have a trail marker and a parking lot sign here. You go on Mountaindale Road up in Smithfield, and here's the trail map. So I was over at the quarry last time I hiked Wolf Hill. That was somewhere over in this area where that red trail is. Right now we're gonna go up to the Mercer Lookout. Oh, I just stepped in a poop bag. Damn. All right. So we're going to be doing a night evening hike. The point is I want to go to the top of the hill, because on the top of the hill there's going to be a great view of Providence, and I want to see the skyline lights all lit up. So that's going to be really cool to see the lights from the city in the distance. And there's also the ruins of an old abandoned home up here I wanted to go check out. There's a lot of history behind this area. As stated earlier, it was farmland since the 1600s. It was owned by a family known as the Maori family, and they were early settlers in Smithfield in the 1600s, owned farmland, and even got into politics, I was reading, in the 18th century in the area. And they owned a home, or like a little resort, up at the top of the hill at the Mercer Overlook. This is well before there was Providence or any of the city lights that we're going to see today. The thing that makes this hike so interesting is that it's part of a larger preserve known as the Wolf Hill Forest Preserve. There's I think around 6 total miles of trails in here. Right now I'm just doing the Mercer Overlook loop. So we're gonna go to the top of the hill, and then we're going to see the skyline, check out that abandoned house I told you about, and come down. So the home, I'm hearing, is probably colonial era, and it did burn down at some point in the early 1900s. So all that is remaining right now of the home up there is just the foundation, and also the chimney as well. And it kind of looks like something from the Blair Witch Project, really. I've heard that comparison made. So I'm mostly excited to see the city lights. I've actually never come up here at night before, so I want to go check it out, and then we're gonna walk back. All right, so to get to the top of the hill, I believe there's a few different ways, but we can go down this one right here, and there's going to be a left turn. So this is a white trail, right here, it looks like. And it is really quiet here tonight. It's interesting because during the day you can usually hear all the birds chirping and the wildlife, but right now it's just like quiet. You can actually hear the sounds from the road in the distance. Alright, gonna keep following this white trail. Ooh, the bugs are buzzing. And I'm definitely doing some mileage right now. This is better than the gym, so. Oh, that grass is long. I'm gonna need to take a shower after. There could be some ticks in there. Oh geez, I'm getting buzzed on by the bugs. Okay, so night hiking definitely is more buggy than day hiking for sure. But we're gonna keep going. Okay, so up that hill right there is gonna be the top of the Mercer Lookout. I'm right now getting assaulted by the bugs. Oh geez, crazy. I wonder if you can catch them on the camera, probably. So let's go take a look over here, because that is the chimney for the house. So first thing I can check out over here, you get this cool view of the chimney. That's insane to think about that. That was someone's home. I think this wasn't even their full-time home either. It might have been like a little like resort or summer home. You can see the foundation of the whole place. This was the outside. This could have been like a backyard. That was the chimney. Yeah, I'm walking inside of what used to be their foundation. You can actually see the outskirts of the foundation right here. And look at this. So I really wonder what year this was, because there's metal inside here, so it could have been 1800s. It's not brick. So that chimney would have kept their whole house warm. Cool. All right, so what I'm about to show you now right here is the whole reason why I wanted to do this hike at this time of the night. I hope that comes up on the camera actually. I'm gonna try to zoom in a bit. In the distance, you can see the lights from Providence. And if that doesn't pick up enough, I'll try zooming in a little bit. And if that still doesn't pick up enough, I am going to splice in some pictures and some videos with the camera zoomed in. Alright, so that's really cool that we can see the Providence Skyline in the distance over there. And again, take a look at that Blair Witch House. You know, it almost does look like they had like a little road right here too to ride their horse and buggy up. Alright, let's get back down. Alright, so right now I'm going to take the trail back to the Mountaindale Road side of Wolf Hill. Basically just doing a big loop. Take a look at that. This is a highly poisonous mushroom, I believe. I think you can tell by the gills under there. That's cool. I don't know if they call it the Destroying Angel. One of them is called the Destroying Angel. But anyways, yeah, my plan is going to be to get to the bottom of the Mercer Lookout again, go to Wolf Hill, the base at Mountaindale Road where you could park, and then I'm going to walk back down to where I came from. More mushrooms. All right, so night hiking. Now it's getting dark. You can kind of see by the flashlight. I'm gonna see if I can expand it a bit so I get a better view. That's less. I thought there was a way that I could make this thing bigger, but I guess not. Night hiking can be pretty dangerous. Definitely scarier than hiking during the day, but sometimes it's all you got. You know, you work all day, you don't get to experience the nice bright sun, so to get a good hike, you just want to go out. Oh, oh. Hear that bird? Damn, that sounds like almost like a alarm or something. All right, look at that beautiful view. Right down that way would be 295. If you keep walking to the end, Interstate 295 on the East Coast goes to 95 all the way to Florida. So I'm gonna head down to the bottom of the hill again, like I said, and finish this hike up. It is getting dark, and I hope you enjoyed it. The main focus was really to see those cool pictures of the skyline of Providence with the night the lights on. So that was cool, seeing that at night and getting a little exotic view while staying here in Smithfield. So I really hope all you guys have enjoyed these hidden Northeast videos. I got a lot more coming, and don't forget to go out and explore your own local woods. I really hope I can inspire some of you guys to do similar things, because this is the best to do, best exercise you can ever have in your life. And it's always good to get some fresh air and keep moving forward. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next adventure, and I'll see you soon.